How to set financial goals that actually stick. Have you ever set a big financial goal only to see it slip away as life gets in the way? You're not alone. Many of us struggle to turn our financial dreams into reality. But what if I told you there's a simple way to set goals that actually stick and lead to real success? In today's video, we're going to break down exactly how to set financial goals that are achievable, sustainable, and motivating. So, here's my question for you. What's one financial goal you've struggled to achieve, and what's been stopping you from reaching it? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get started. Why financial goals fail? Before we jump into the solution, let's talk about why financial goals fail in the first place. Most of us start with good intentions, but there are a few key reasons why we don't follow through. Vague goals. Maybe you've said something like, "I want to save more money." While this is a good desire, it's too broad. Without a specific target, it's hard to know what you're aiming for. Unrealistic timelines. Setting a goal like, "I want to save $20,000 by the end of the year," may sound great. But if your current financial situation doesn't align with this target, it's likely to fall through. Lack of tracking or accountability. If you're not actively monitoring your progress, it's easy to lose sight of your goal. And without someone to hold you accountable, motivation can fade quickly. But the biggest reason financial goals fail is often because there's no emotional connection to them. Without a clear why, it's hard to stay committed when life gets busy. The importance of clarity. So, how do we fix this? First, you need to get crystal clear on what exactly you want. When it comes to financial goals, clarity is everything. Ask yourself, what does financial freedom mean to me? Is it saving for a down payment on a house? Paying off your student loans? Or maybe it's retiring early. Whatever it is, make it specific and meaningful to you. For example, instead of saying, "I want to save more money," make your goal, "I want to save $15,000 for a down payment on a home within 2 years." This is a specific, measurable, and meaningful goal. When your goals align with your values and your long-term vision, you'll have a much stronger reason to push through the tough moments. The SMART Goal Framework. Now that you've got clarity, let's make your goals SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This is a simple framework that turns vague dreams into actionable plans. Here's how it works. Specific. Your goal needs to be clear. Instead of saying, "I want to save money," say, "I will save $10,000 for a vacation." Measurable. Track your progress. In this case, you can measure how much you save each month and whether you're hitting your milestones. Achievable. Be realistic. Set a goal that stretches you, but is still attainable. If your goal is to save $10,000, break it down into smaller chunks, like saving $500 every month. Relevant. Ensure your goal matters to you and aligns with your life priorities. Ask yourself, is this goal helping me get closer to where I want to be in life? Time-bound. Set a deadline. Having a time frame creates a sense of urgency. "I will save $10,000 for my vacation by December 31st" is much clearer than "I want to save money for a vacation someday." Using the SMART Goal Framework helps you set goals that are not only attainable, but also motivating, because you have a clear roadmap to follow. Breaking down big goals into manageable steps. Now that your goal is SMART, it's time to break it down into smaller, manageable steps. Big goals can be overwhelming, and when we look at the big picture, it's easy to feel like it's too much to handle. But by breaking it down, you're making progress every day. For example, let's say you want to save $5,000 by the end of the year. If you just think about the big number, it can feel impossible. But if you break it down to saving $100 per week or $400 a month, it becomes much more achievable. You can even set up automatic transfers so that the money is saved before you even have a chance to spend it. That way, it feels less like a chore, and you're making steady progress without having to think about it. Building an accountability system. Let's face it, staying motivated can be tough, and it's easy to fall off track. That's why accountability is key to success. If no one knows about your goals, there's less pressure to follow through. So, find an accountability partner, a friend, a family member, or a financial advisor who can check in with you regularly. Or, if you prefer, join online groups or communities where people share their progress and motivate each other. Additionally, use tools like budgeting apps, spreadsheets, or even goal-setting apps to track your progress. Seeing your success will inspire you to keep going. Celebrating milestones. Let's talk about celebrating your wins. Achieving your goals can take time, so it's important to reward yourself when you hit milestones along the way. Let's say you've saved your first $1,000 for your vacation. Celebrate that win. But remember, the celebration should still keep you on track. Maybe you treat yourself to a nice dinner or an experience rather than splurging on something that will derail your progress. Small celebrations keep you motivated without losing sight of the bigger picture. Adapting to life changes. Let's face it, life is unpredictable. No matter how well you plan or how committed you are to your financial goals, things can change at a moment's notice. Whether it's an unexpected job loss, a sudden medical expense, or a major life event like having a child, these changes can throw your financial goals off track. But here's the good news. Adapting to life changes doesn't mean giving up on your financial goals. It means being flexible and adjusting your plans so they still align with your new reality. This is key to long-term success. For example, if you're facing an unexpected medical bill, you may need to shift your focus temporarily from saving for a vacation to covering that expense. Or, if you get a new job with a higher salary, you might want to accelerate your debt repayment or increase your savings rate. The important thing is to regularly assess your goals. Set a habit of checking in with your financial plan every few months to see if your priorities need adjusting. Maybe you'll need to extend the timeline for saving for a house because you've had to spend more on emergencies. Or maybe you'll have to reduce your savings goal for a while. Remember, this doesn't mean you've failed. Life is all about balance. Flexibility allows you to stay on course without feeling overwhelmed or discouraged when things don't go as planned. It's about adjusting the sails, not abandoning the ship. Mindset and habits for long-term success. Finally, remember that mindset is everything. Building good habits will help you stay on track for the long term. Review your budget monthly. Avoid impulse spending by creating a 24-hour rule before making big purchases, and check in with your goals regularly. Start small, but stay consistent. The more you make saving and budgeting a regular part of your life, the easier it will become. Small, consistent steps will lead to big rewards. And there you have it. Setting financial goals that actually stick doesn't have to be overwhelming. By keeping your goals clear, manageable, and aligned with your values, you can create lasting financial success. But here's my question for you. What's one financial habit you're going to start today to help you achieve your goals? Whether it's saving a set amount each week or tracking your spending more closely, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who could use a little financial inspiration. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.